Welcome to room 1643. We are on deck 11, and this is an interior virtual balcony room. Come on in. All right. So we've been in this room now for 3 nights, so it's a little bit messy, but it's actually really given us the opportunity to kind of figure out some things about the room. So we'll go over them now. So when you first walk in, you have a king bed, and it's pretty large, big mirror right at the top. But there's a few things here that I do want to point out. First off, if you sleep on this side of the bed, you can't really get around it without climbing up and over, which in the middle of the night can be kind of irritating, right? So I do sleep on this side of the bed. Poppy sleeps on that side of the bed. He did offer to trade with me because he can step over it better than I can, but so that's kind of a downside. Now, if you were to split this into 2 twin beds, I don't think that would be an issue because you would just walk down the middle, and then these little nightstands right here go on either side of the bed. Now there are lights on either side, and you can do both a reading light and this top light. And then behind the pillows, underneath the mirror right here, is the main switch that's going to turn off and on all of your main lights. So you can control these directly from the bed. I'm going to scooch back over here, step over the bed again. All right, you have a pretty decent sized TV here, and one of the nice things about this TV is it will come out and turn all the way. So if you are laying in bed and want to watch a movie, it's really, really easy to do. Or if you want to scroll through and, you know, see what the activities are in the day, if you're not looking at the app on the phone, you can easily do that from here. Okay, we're just gonna stay on this side. So down here, there is a cooler, which we have some wine, and oh, I forgot we brought Diet Coke. We haven't even been drinking those. Woo! We do have some things in the cooler. Over here is your safe, and then we also, it's not very big, but it'll fit your wallet and your passports, and we've just thrown some items inside there. Up above, we have more storage. These are obviously things that Poppy doesn't want me to get to, so he's put them way in the back because I cannot reach them. But we do have some water bottles there, so when we go running, we have hand bottles that we can use. Now, coming over here to kind of the desk makeup area, there's a light switch that turns off and on the lights around all of the mirrors. There are little storage compartments in either size. Pro tip from us is when we first get on board, we go down to Cafe Promenade and we get the to-go cups with the lids, and then that way we can just go and fill these every morning really easily without having to try to get other ones, and because we don't bring our coffee mugs on board. Also, I always travel with Element because I want to stay hydrated, but I don't want any calories, so very good. Don't forget to stay hydrated while you're traveling. All right, down here we have 2 US outlets, and then if you go past our electronic charging station, also I do recommend getting something like this to plug all of your electronics in to keep everything nice and charged, all your phones. Coming over here, we do have we have some amazing towel animals, and then we have a European outlet, which I have an adapter, and then I can just plug in, these are my GoPro batteries, and then there's also another side mirror right here, and then there are 4 drawers on either side, and a drawer in the middle. Now what's nice about this is you do have your room service menu, and if you want to get room service for breakfast, it's complimentary for the continental breakfast, and if you want anything else, they do have a charge of $8 per room service. So only continental breakfast is free of charge. Everything else, lunch or dinner or any other type of breakfast, is they're going to charge you $8 to deliver it, but you can order as much as you want, so for that $8. All right, closet space. I'm going to open these up. These are right inside the door, and you have quite a bit of shelves up along here, so where you can see that we're using them. We also have a lot of place to hang our clothes. Poppy has his shoes up on top, and I very messily have my shoes down below, and we also have a clothes hamper that we always travel with. Let us know if you travel with a clothes hamper. I find it to be so helpful. All right. Up here, they're going to just give you some information, where you are, how to exit, emergency information. Our life vests are in there. Main switch right here to the room, and then we also have 2 hooks. Over here is the bathroom. Oh, that's not the main switch to the room, that's the bathroom. The main switch to the room is right when you walk in the door. I've only been in here 3 nights, I don't know these things. Inside the bathroom, it's pretty small, like most cruise bathrooms. You have your shower with your glass, so that's really nice. And it's a pretty decent size. There you go. It only comes with the body wash, shampoo and body wash, so I would definitely bring your own shampoo. It's fine for body wash, but I would not wash my hair with it. This moves up and down, which is great, so when I don't want to get my hair wet, I can take it all the way down. And then you also have a string that goes across if you want to dry off your swimsuits by hanging them in here. Otherwise, there is another storage inside here. And then there's an outlet that is just for shavers only. Now, I don't know anybody who still has to use an outlet for their shaver, but kudos to you if you do. All right. Your basic mirror. All right, let's step on out. Now, this has a virtual balcony, which means you're not going to get your love seat. You're just going to get this one little chair and an ottoman, which isn't too bad. This is our virtual balcony at the moment. It's not working, but I will cut in when the balcony, I will put some footage when the balcony is working. I've called them, IT's trying to reboot it, but it stopped working sometime last night. But we should get it fixed soon. All right, over here, above there, we have hooks. We like to bring our own magnetic hooks because all these walls are metal. So we do bring hooks so that we can hang things and give ourselves more space. You can see Poppy's hanging his backpack. And one other thing that I think this could either be like a plus or a minus, but there are mirrors everywhere, like more so than some of the other rooms that maybe have a little bit more space. This room's a little bit tight if we're both like trying to get clothes or get ready or go in and out of the bathroom and get clothes. We are bumping into each other. So this interior room is a smaller room, especially smaller than it's a lot smaller than we're used to. It's our first time in an interior room, and I don't know if having the virtual balcony and losing kind of that space with a love seat right here is making that type of difference. But I'm just gonna tilt this a little bit so you can see the mirrors everywhere. So I'm gonna turn around and you can see you have those 3 mirrors. Then if I come this way, there's that mirror behind me, which I can then see in all of the other mirrors as well. I'm gonna come back around, and now I have this mirror which I can then see in this mirror and those mirrors. And you know, this could be a great thing if you're like, you know, in your 20s, if you're a bodybuilder. But if you're older, indulging on a cruise, I don't know, kind of makes me depressed about my second dessert. Maybe it's a warning. It's a warning. But this is our room, and it's not my favorite room. I don't think I would book one again. I think if I went to an interior room, I wouldn't spend the extra money for the virtual balcony because it doesn't look that great. I think ideally what I would like would be like if I could change the view, kind of like from the movie, I think it was Passengers, where they could change the view on their windows or something, you know, to be outside and maybe outside somewhere else, or you know, a starry night. But I don't know, the camera's not great, the view's not great, the quality's not great, and it takes up more space than I really think it's worth. Poppy, what are your thoughts?
I agree. I prefer the camera on the front of the ship that's just on the TV. If I want to look outside, I can do that.
Yeah.
But
but
also we may just never have an interior room again. You know, just get at least a porthole. So
yeah,
this is an experiment.
Right. So it was an experiment for us to see, you know, how much could we do with or without. And I enjoyed our porthole on our last cruise, but I'm not enjoying the virtual balcony so much. So, but you know, but a lot of people love interior rooms because they sleep better and because it is very dark, which is absolutely 100% true. It is very dark in here, and I've slept really well on the cruise, but we like to spend time in our room. So for us, not to be able to just look out is probably a bigger deal to me than people who spend a lot of time out on the ship and doing a lot of activities. All right. Well, it's Nana and Poppy Travels. Let us know if you've ever stayed in a room in a cabin with a virtual balcony. Curious as to what you think. Are you with me that you'd like to look out, or rather just not have that option at all? Or did you love it? Everyone's so different. All right, happy cruising.